Most of these guys I'm meeting for the first time. Malik, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Was it a good football season for you?
Yes, sir, it was. Yes, sir.
What else could have happened would have made it better? Anything maybe you left on the, I always ask these guys again, did you leave anything out there? You guys left everything on the, did you leave anything out there this season you might want to still wish you could have had?
No, sir. Going into every game, I leave everything on the field because you never know that may be your last game. And I feel like we had a great season. It just turned out not in our favors.
Let me be the guy who's not even there at the games, just outsider looking in. You beat Wake Christian the first time, but you lose Wake Christian the second time. What do you think the difference was in the two games?
Well, I mean, I can say that it's hard to beat a team twice.
Yeah, because they know you after that first game.
Yeah, they know what you're going to do. They know your tendencies. It just settles down to who's going to leave everything on the field and when their back's on the wall.
Take us to your position. Were you a receiver? Were you a running back? Because I know you got your hands on the ball some too.
I was any position my coach asked me to play.
Yeah.
I would like to play slot receiver, but he had me at running back, wing back, corner, safety, even some outside linebacker, tight end.
What did you guys do? I didn't get to ask the coaches. When David Norris, they got hurt there for it. What did you guys do at the quarterback spot when he got hurt?
Well, we have a backup package.
Gotcha.
We have a junior, Brett Bell, and he came in for a couple plays, and then we have a Wildcat offense with me as the quarterback.
You take the snaps.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Because that was actually my primary position all the way up.
So you're going to be back there taking snaps, doing all kinds of wild stuff.
Sir.
When you take that snap as a Wildcat back, do you know before you take the snap, do you have an idea in your mind where you're going to go with that ball? Some guys say they do, some guys say they don't. How about that?
No, sir. You really don't know where you're going to go. Whenever that hole opens up, you just have to hit it full steam.
Just find when it opens up quick enough, choose a hole and jump in it, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you like running inside or outside more?
I mean, well, I'm a speed guy. I like running outside, but I'm not afraid to run it up the middle. And I was asked to do that quite a bit this year, and I stepped up to the challenge and performed to the best of my ability.
Let's give you this scenario. I love these little, I think I'm always like go along sometimes. Got a scenario here. Got you on this side. Got Zach McClain on this side. You guys don't have a ball, but they've got you just doing like almost an Oklahoma drill, headbutt to headbutt. You come against it. What would be like going up against Zach, like the bull going head to head?
See, he's a lot bigger than me, so I'm obviously going to attack the weaker spots on his body.
Gotcha.
And my dad always taught me, because he was a smaller cornerback in college, to hit the soft spots. And I like put my face mask where it's going to hurt them and affect them and stop them from being able to run. So I put my face mask on their shin bone, and that's what happened.
Go for the shin, make them hurt. Don't try to go high because they're going to be tough in their upper body.
You might get stiff arm.
Yeah, that stiff arm is becoming. Is that stiff arm a good thing for you or a bad thing? Does it help you when you run?
Yes, sir. Yes,
you can
sir.
use it. It doesn't throw you off balance as far as trying to keep your hand on the ball and trying to maintain your running your pattern. Then
I look at Steve Smith.
Yeah.
When I think of the stiff arm, he gets nasty with it, and he's an undersized wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And if he can do it, anybody can do it.
Steve Smith almost used that stiff arm like a boxer sometimes. He would uncoil that stiff arm and let it rip.
I kind of took those traits.
You took that traits and used that stuff. Did you ever get called for any penalties this year? Any penalties on you this year?
Yeah, I have, but it was called because it was at their home field.
You feel like you might have got a homer a little bit then, the opposing team, possibly.
Yes, sir.
Your dad played in college. Where did he play college for?
Western Carolina.
So he was a college. That's not bad at all.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Streater back up in the college days.
Yes,
then.
sir.
Not that way. He was a defensive back, you said.
Yes, sir.
I bet he was a pretty good college football player.
Yes, he played with what was his name? It was like 91, 92.
Maybe the Hoover kid out of Ledford might have been up that way by the time. You remember Brad Hoover played with the Panthers?
Yes, sir.
I think Brad went to Western Carolina. Joey went to Appalachia. Maybe he played with Brad Hoover. Might be a possibility.
And man, I can't remember anybody right now, but they had a nice squad.
What about yourself, though? You think you might end up at Western Carolina? Where you go?
No, well, I tried to follow his footsteps, but I guess I wasn't returned with that love that he
They didn't
was.
show you the love you were looking for then.
Yeah, but
so who's showing some love maybe your way?
I actually have a full ride to Bryant University.
Okay.
Up in Providence, Rhode Island.
Wow, you got the full ride working then. That's good stuff.
Yes, sir.
And you look forward to going to Rhode Island and to play football.
Yes, sir.
How'd you get connected with Bryant University? How'd you two come together?
With my speed and agility coach, he kind of had that connection, along with a bunch of other schools, but I think Bryant University was the fit. Not too big, not too small. I think I'll be able to focus on what I want to pursue in life. Coming after out of
Sure. What would that be? What were you going to go into after this?
I want to pursue something along the line of business.
Okay.
Whatever that may be.
Gotcha. Now, have you visited Bryant University? Had a chance to go up there?
Yes, sir. I went in the summer.
So you went this past summer. Did they have any camps or anything you attended up there?
Yes, sir. I went to the camp, but I was battling a hamstring injury coming back from the state track meet.
Okay.
So I didn't really participate.
What's
in
your
that.
event in track? The sprints?
100, 200, 110 meter hurdles, and the 300 hurdles.
You do them all in. That's
Yes,
pretty
sir.
good. Are you
Yes,
on the relay teams too?
Oh yeah, 4x1. Some meets I have to sub out which events I want to do.
Because you can only do a certain amount, right?
Yeah,
You're
it's
involved
four.
in a lot.
Yeah, it's four.
So sometimes you may have to drop one of the hurdles, maybe to do one of the relays in.
Yes, sir. 4x1 team. We were 6th in the state, but
You
yeah.
got some possibilities. You're probably looking forward to track season in.
Yes, sir.
Trying to improve upon what you did last year, maybe win a state championship in one of those individual events, maybe get to team championship too.
Yes, sir.
Who's the tough competition around here in track, since I'm kind of looking at that as a novice as well? I know Dave School got a good track team. Any of those other guys?
I honestly don't know.
Find out more as we go along.
Yes, sir.
Your first year, second year, third year at High Point Christian? I don't even know that
It's
one.
actually my 3rd year at High Point Christian Academy. I transferred from Ragsdale High School.
Former Ragsdale man, huh?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay. Any guys off that rack? Well, you're a senior this year, right?
Yes, sir.
So did you know any of those guys? Did you know Alec Cobb? You know those
Oh
guys?
yeah,
back there?
yeah. I grew up playing ball with Alec Cobb. He was actually my quarterback when I was playing with him.
He's got a good arm.
Yeah.
I think that guy missed a ton of games. He's been in like 6 games, but he's still thrown for over 1,000 yards this year. Not too shabby.
He broke his collarbone.
That's that collarbone up in that first game, and they played Crimson that night.
Yes, sir.
And he's come back and done quite well. So you and Alec Cobb are pretty good.
Yeah.
How about, let me ask you about these other receivers over at Ragsdale. Did you ever know T.J. Parker and Tevin Quick?
Yeah, we almost every weekend in the summer we're always working out together. Every camp we call each other, ask what camp we're going to, and then we'll show up
It's
together.
kind of good to be able to keep up with your old buds like that. So even though you've left and moved on, you still keep in contact with those guys.
Yes, sir.
You look at the strength and conditioning coach. Who's your man in charge there that's helped you deep to Bryant?
Well, I don't really mess with anybody inside the school because as a basketball coach, he doesn't really like push the football weight training.
Gotcha.
So I go to Jimmy Lamore. And,
Oh yeah, Jimmy Lamore, my main man. Yeah, over in he's got in
Top
the business
performance.
park over there. Yeah, exactly.
and William Bradley. That's my speed
I've heard of
coach.
him too,
Yeah.
because William Bradley, because one of my contacts I think works out with William Bradley, Mr. Eric Davidson. If you ever
Yes,
met
sir.
Eric or not, because
Yes, sir.
plays running back up at Appalachian a little bit
Yes,
now.
sir.
Ever run into him over the years?
Yes.
So you know Eric. That's good.
Yeah, a lot of former high school students in this area. They come back and
There's another guy we know too. He plays for Guilford, Josh Williams, a running back at
yes,
Guilford.
sir.
He works out with Jimmy Lamore.
Yes, sir.
Did you go to Josh's combine last year?
Yes, sir.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Meet some people connected here.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Let's get the questions going here from Mr. Streater on as well. Get a few of these out here. What was the highlight of your season, you think? What was the highlight?
highlight of my season have to be on senior night. Just going out for that last time with my seniors and
The
just
last
leaving
round,
everything on the field.
And you won that game that night?
No, we didn't.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. But
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
who did you lose to?
Winston-Salem Prep.
That was that 1
It was
point
a
game.
mud
18
bath.
was a
Yeah,
mud hole that night.
yeah.
Huh? That's a tough night on running backs and receivers trying to get
Yes,
some
sir.
good grip in that. Why do you play football? What do you think?
I just love it. I grew up on it. Everybody in my family, football family, both of my cousins played at big time schools. One went to Tennessee, one went to Carolina. One of them actually was drafted to the Washington Redskins, and on his way back,
My gosh. You're part of the old Eric and Jimmy and all those guys,
those are my uncles.
That's your family?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Small world. Yeah, Steve Streater, Eric Streater, Jimmy Streater, because Jimmy went to Tennessee, and Steve was the big man at Carolina. He was the punter going to the Redskins, got hurt in that car. So that's your family.
Yes, sir.
We got some connection there. This guy's got some blood, man. You need to get this, have a hush puppy, enjoy something.
I'm fine.
So that's part of the old Streater group then, huh?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Trying to keep that legacy alive.
Man, that's some kind of legacy.
Get.
I remember those guys all played for Babe Howell, the old coach at Silver Webster.
Yes, sir.
They may have changed them at school now. That school now may be called Smoky Mountain, but for years it was Silver Webster.
Yes, sir.
That's your family. Yeah, Jimmy Streater, he was a quarterback. I think he went to Tennessee.
Yes,
then
sir.
Steve, I guess Eric might have went to Carolina too. I'm not sure.
Yes, sir.
But Steve was that punter coming back from the Redskins tryout. Huh.
Injured in that car accident.
Yeah,
paralyzed.
Yeah, that's amazing stuff. What's Coach Bell meant to this team, you feel like? Coach Bell?
I think he's shown another side of leadership, something that we kind of struggled in the past. He helped bring in some individuals that played a big part in our team this year, and I think that he was just a great leader towards us throughout the season and was always there for us whenever we needed to talk to him.
Sometimes I think as athletes we try to lead ourselves, but we still all need leadership of some sort.
Yes, sir.
All the time. Boy, that Streater family still kicks me up. Because Western Carolina is kind of in that neck of the woods up that way too, where the Streeters are from. Cullowhee, Western Carolina, then up around Silver Webster, Sparta, the mountains there. Now the season's over. What are you doing on Friday nights?
Friday nights, I guess show support to my just people that I work out with, people that come support me whenever they have bye weeks and they're off season. But I guess I'll just go to any game that's in the area.
Any game you can find then.
Yes,
Favorite
sir.
college team?
The Oregon Ducks.
Ducks, love the Ducks. What about
Fast
favorite
pace.
pro team?
I don't really have a pro team. I really only idolize one player, and that's Tavon Austin, because he's a small set wide receiver and can make anyone miss in the open field.
Tell me who he's with so I know more about him.
He's with the St. Louis Rams.
St. Louis Rams of all people.
Graduated from the West Virginia Mountaineers.
Wow.
That's her.
What about this guy? He's older, but was a heck of a receiver. Played for the Rams, played with the Panthers. What about this Ricky Prohl? You ever trained with Prohl?
No, sir.
You've heard of him, though, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Again, Malik Streater with us, part of the Streater family, long-time football legacy. If you lost your cell phone, there was no more TV, and you can't get a hold of a computer, what would you do with your time then? You have a lot of time in your hands then.
Shoot. If that was the case, I would probably go on a run to clear my mind.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I do in my meantime anyways, to keep my legs in shape in the off season.
Where's a good running spot for you over around High Point or Jamestown? Where do you run?
On Adams Farm Parkway, there's a big loop around.
How far can you go in a non-stop run?
Longest I've ever went was 3 miles.
3 miles? That's the longest? Man, by the time you're older, you're going to be going a lot further than that down the road, I'm sure, with your athletic ability.
Yes,
so
sir.
3 miles is the max so far.
Oh, yeah, so
But you can
far.
get the head pretty clear in 3 miles, huh?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Again, Malik Streater with us. You think Dudley was done wrong or done right when he got kicked out of the playoffs? You've heard the story, I'm sure, a little bit about it anyway.
Yeah, I know a lot of people over at that, because I actually was going to transfer over to Dudley before I came to High Point Christian. But going back to that, I don't think it should have ended like that. I think they should have been given the chance to play the game, maybe had the head coach like suspended that game or something along those lines. But I don't think it should have went as far as them being kicked out of the playoffs. But things happen.
And they happen for a reason. We have to wait and see what that reason might be. Would you be willing to give them an exhibition game tomorrow night? Take your High Point Christian Academy team over to Dudley. Go ahead and give these guys a game so they get one more game under the lights. Would you be willing to go over and play against those guys?
I'd be willing to play anybody.
Anybody?
I'm willing to go against anybody in North Carolina.
Anybody, any place, anytime, right?
Yes, sir. I'm all up for competition.
You like some good football?
Yes, sir, because I've been overlooked all my life.
Hey,
I'm
same here.
I'm ready to show some people out.
Bryant University is what's going to get they're going to be the beneficiary of all that, right?
Yes, sir.
Malik Streater with us, and again, among the local teams left in the playoffs, who's got the best chance to win a state championship? You got High Point Central, High Point Andrews, Southern Guilford, Northern Guilford, Ragsdale, all these teams. Who's got the best chance?
I'll probably say between High Point Central and my boys at Northern. I know a lot of people.
You know people everywhere.
Yeah, it's Central and Northern, so like.
So doing all that training and stuff you've been doing, you met a lot of people.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you, if you know a guy and you go, we were going head to head against Zach McClain. What if you go side by side, headed to the end zone? Who's going to get there first? Who's the quarterback going to throw that ball to? Would it be you or Mook Reynolds?
I knew you were going to ask that. I knew you asked that. I'm a little bit faster than Mook,
Okay.
but me and him, we've been battling at some camps, and yeah, he's a really good ball player, but speed-wise, I think I
You
got
got
him.
to step on him.
Yes, sir.
Got you covered, Malik, with us again tonight. What do you think your purpose is in life?
I don't know, but whatever it is, I just give all the glory to God, and one day be able to give back to what my parents have given to me.
They gave you a good chance.
Yes, sir.
Good opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Next year, you're going to be at Bryant University, Rhode Island. Where do you see yourself 10 years down the road?
10 years down the road, whatever it is, I hope football is still
a part of that?
Still a part of my life. And I don't want to give it up anytime soon.
Well, I got to let you roll from us tonight.
Yes, sir.
Good to have you on board.
Thank you.
Just to talk about the Streater family, that's some great stuff, and just
Yes,
keep
sir.
up the good work. What's your dad's first name?
Herbert
Streater.
Herbert Dean Streater. Yes,
And he's the main man out of Western Carolina.
Yes, sir.
If you had to give a shout out to anybody other than your family, these people gathered, who would that shout? One person may just throw a shout out to. Anybody out there we've left out?
I don't know. I don't really have anybody in particular.